We got our trusty drinks, like always. Hopefully you keep it in check this time, and
I'm gonna try.
Not go overboard.
Learn my limit. I'm gonna try my best. I got coffee to kind of sip on awkwardly this time. It'll be a little better.
Well, do you have? Well, since we're talking about it, do you have any like good drug stories you want to tell the people?
Yeah, I can. So this actually happened recently. I was visiting my girlfriend up in Blacksburg, and we were staying at her. Well, we weren't staying there. We were visiting her friend Zach's place, and It was me, Karishma, Zach, and his boyfriend Dean, and we were all like playing Mortal Kombat. And we decided to have drinks, right? And I wasn't going to be driving, so I was like, sure, why not? And I had never gotten drunk before, so it was like I didn't really know my limit. And I was like, I'm not driving, so I was like, sure, I'll have a couple shots, right? So we had like Fireball. This is where I found out that I really like Fireball, because I was taking like 3 or 4 shots of that, and I was like, this is really good.
But it's good for your soul.
Yeah, that's what makes it dangerous, is that it's good. I like it, that's the problem. So it was, my timing was horrible. Utterly horrible. Because, my timing. Because they had it set up to where like they would take a shot, play a match of Mortal Kombat, take a shot, they had it like all set up, right?
Would it be a losers type thing?
No, it was just like when they were ready for a shot.
Okay.
But the problem was that I didn't know how to do it, and I wasn't sure I wanted to get drunk at first.
Okay.
So when I started feeling it, they were getting sober. It was wearing off.
Yours were kicking in.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I started being the only one who was drunk, and they were all completely fine.
Were you giggling again?
Yes. I'm a giggling drunk, and that's when I found that out. I couldn't remember what happened that whole night. My girlfriend had to tell me what happened the next day, because I didn't remember. We were staying at a hotel. But she was telling me that I was playing Mortal Kombat, and Zach, because in the game, in that game, you can like pick up, like a civilian walking by, you can pick him up. Yeah, and it was an old lady, and I just lost my shit. And when I start laughing when I'm drunk, as you saw last episode, I can't stop laughing.
We all did.
Yeah, it was kind of rough. So I started laughing at that, and it was just going on, and she was, and as after a while, she was like, you got to stop laughing. We have neighbors around. You got to like keep it down. And they were trying to shush me, but they thought it was hilarious at the same time, because they thought it was funny, but they were like, bad timing.
Yeah.
So I can't remember exactly what happened after that. I remember she told me that I was in the bathroom and I started laughing at a spot on the wall because it looked like a mouse hole, but it wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's apparently what I thought it was. So I was like commenting about it, and she was just heard me in the bathroom just laughing while I was just in the bathroom. And she was just like, it was crazy. But that led to us, heading home, just calling it a night. I kind of ruined the night, oops. So we went home. Apparently, when I had got out of the car, the door had hit a plant, and it broke the stem of it. And apparently made me really sad, because the plant was broken. Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what I said. I was like, the plant is sad. She was like, no, it's dead. I was like, that's even worse. But yeah, so that was apparently my first time getting drunk. I was just laughing at everything. I wouldn't shut up, which isn't much different from me being sober.
And you don't remember any of this? You were told after the fact.
I don't remember any of this, dude. Apparently we had like some conversations that like were really weird for her in the moment, because it was, she was sober and I wasn't, but it was weird times.
It happens.
Yeah. Well, how about you?
Now, now I've never been one to I don't like getting drunk. I like getting, a little buzz, and I'm good. I'll stop at that. I'm good. If I'm feeling good, I'll be good.
Yeah.
Well, this is when I was in the military, and I was in Montana, and this was actually my going away party, because I was leaving Montana to go to Turkey. Yeah, Turkey. So I was leaving the base for good, so I wasn't coming back. So we had a party. It was a house party up at somebody's house. I don't know whose house it was. Don't remember any of that. I just remember we were drinking Jack Daniels, and how it was a group of us, probably four guys and me, and it was you do a shot, I do a shot. He does a shot, I do a shot. You do a shot, I do a shot, and I went back around.
Okay.
So it was 8 shots that quick to their 2. So at first, like you said, you don't feel it at first. So I'm good. So I have a seat on the couch, and I'm just sitting there. Everybody's around. We're just having a good time or whatever. And somebody says, "Let's go to the club. Let's go to a club or a bar or something." I'm like, "Cool, let's go." So I remember standing up, and then I remember seeing the ground coming towards me, and I didn't put the 2 together. I didn't know what was going on. It was I stood up, and then all of a sudden the ground was coming towards me. So I black out. The next thing I remember is I wake up and I'm in somebody's backseat. We're at the club. I'm in the car in the backseat. Everybody else is inside the club. So I remember getting out of the back seat and going into the club and finding them at the table. And then I went out again. It blacked out again. I remember coming back, going to the bathroom, throwing up in the urinal. Out again. And then when I wake up again, I'm in the back seat again. And we're at somebody else's house. And I'm in the back seat holding a Dr. Evil doll. He was probably about that tall. I remember he was about that tall, and I was holding a Dr. Evil doll, and I was laid across the back seat. And I remember reaching back and opening up the door and like kind of flopping out and making sure Dr. Evil was okay. And I put him in the truck, and I don't remember anything after that. I don't even know if I went in the house. So I don't remember anything after that. I don't know what happened. I just remember opening the door, flopping out, because I saw the house. That's how I know I was at somebody else. How I didn't know. I remember looking up and seeing the house, and then I was out again.
Okay.
So I don't know if I actually went in the house. I don't know what happened in the house. If I even went in. I just remember waking up back at my friend's original place on the couch. And I remember waking up the next morning, huge hangover, going in the bathroom, throwing up. Coming back, laying on the couch, going back, throwing up again, and then I don't remember anything else. So I woke up and I was hungover, but I wasn't drunk anymore. But it sucked. And we took me to my car, which was apparently across town at a Hardee's. I do remember that. It was at a Hardee's across town. Took me to my car and I went back to the base. But that was probably the last time I've gotten that drunk. Like where it was blackout. I don't think I've gotten blackout drunk since then. Okay. But that was my one of a few drunk stories. But that was probably the most extreme of the drunk stories. Yeah, it was a wild night.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
I wish I could remember the rest of it. It was kind of like I was in a fever dream or things weren't real. But
I think one of my favorite parts of that story is how, obviously that you face planted when you got up.
That's probably what happened.
Right. And then instead of your friends saying, "Oh, he needs to lay down, he's drunk," they took you to the club and didn't even bring you in. They just left you in the back seat. They just straight up left you there.
Well, I think they did it because nobody else was going to be at the house. And so,
but then
they can come check on me.
Okay.
They can come back out and check. I'm assuming this is what happened.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't leave a blackout drunk dude unattended in my house. So I get it. But I feel like that's why they took me, because they could come out and check on me periodically, make sure I was good. Instead of leaving me at the house and who knows what I get into. So, I get it. Listen, it was my going away party. When are you going to leave me?
Okay, alright. I just thought that was kind of funny. That you just left you in the back seat.
That's what good friends do. They take you along.
Just leave you.
No matter what.
That's pretty good. I feel bad for the employee that had to clean up the urinal.
So do I.
That's rough.
I doubt if you're watching, but I am so sorry. I am so sorry because I do remember it was for a fact it was the urinal because I filled up the both.
Oh God,
It was bad.
that's disgusting.
It was bad.
Just walks in, he's like, not again.
Like, God, I hate this job.
Like I'm done. Like should have stayed in college.
Yeah. I should have got the hell out of Montana. But
That's rough.
speaking of